Dear Starseeds, on Gaia, listen up. Your time is now. I am Seraphine, your guardian from the Galactic Federation of Light. The universe didn't whisper your destiny. It roared it. The energy you carry, the fire within you, is sparking revolutions in hearts and minds everywhere. People are feeling it, talking about it, and aligning with it. Your superpower isn't just a gift. It's a beacon, and the world is catching on. This isn't luck, and it's not a coincidence. It's a reckoning, a rise, and an undeniable force that can't and won't be ignored. Let's face it, you were built for this moment. You are no accident. The wildfire spreading your name, your power, is a consequence of forces that cannot be constrained. The timing is precise, divine even, crafted through years of alignment and the sharpening of your spirit. The universe has shifted, and with it, the world's perception of you. This moment is not a crescendo. It is the ignition, the essence of who you are, your defiance against the ordinary, your courage to rise where others fell, is sending waves of undeniable power across every sphere you touch. Your impact is not confined to what is visible. It's in the unseen. The conversations sparked by your decisions, the lives altered by your example, the momentum birthed from your resilience. Your boldness to step into spaces others fear to tread has made you a force of recognition. People are drawn not to mere presence, but to the aftershock of your movements, the clarity of your purpose, the strength of your choices. Your endurance, your persistence, your refusal to break. These are the forces that have turned the tides in your favor. The wildfire of your name is not fueled by luck, but by divine timing, the culmination of every choice you made when no one was watching. You are the living spectrum of power that reshapes the world in ways both seen and unseen. Your gifts are not learned. They are etched into your existence, as natural as the breath you take. Spiritual insight flows through you, an unspoken understanding of truths others cannot grasp. You see connections where others see chaos, guiding them with a clarity that seems almost otherworldly. For some of you, healing energy radiates effortlessly, mending wounds that aren't just physical. You bring a calm that transforms turmoil into still waters, a restoration that leaves those you touch forever changed. Others among you are visionaries, wielding leadership like an art form, offering not just direction, but revolution. Your solutions defy convention, and your courage forces stagnant systems to evolve. Some of you are creators, pulling beauty and innovation from the ether itself. What you craft doesn't just impress. It shifts perspectives and stirs souls. And then there are those whose magnetic presence cannot be ignored. Your energy commands without words, shaping hearts, decisions, and destinies with nothing more than your existence. Each gift is uniquely yours, and yet together they are an unstoppable force. Use them without hesitation. They are your birthright. Your superpower is not ordinary. It is not something borrowed or learned. It is an extension of your being, charged with authenticity and aligned with something far greater than human understanding. What sets you apart is not just skill or talent, but the way your energy resonates deeply with others. It vibrates on frequencies many cannot articulate, yet they feel it, unshakable and profound. Your actions and presence awaken something dormant in those who cross your path, stirring their spirits and reigniting their purpose. History teaches us that the rarest gifts often move through the humblest hands. Albert Schweitzer spoke of how our light can fade, only to be rekindled by the spark of another. You are that spark. Your humility is not weakness. It is power under control, a force that draws others in without demand. People recognize your light not because it outshines theirs, but because it reflects back to them their own potential. The alignment you have with divine timing amplifies everything you do. Each move you make, rooted in truth and purpose, echoes far beyond the immediate. Comment below without hesitation. I embody divine gifts. Because you do. Your superpower is as rare as it is unmatched. You have become the nexus of a ripple effect that spans every realm of human connection. In your social networks, your presence sparks conversations that refuse to die. Friends, family, and acquaintances speak your name with reverence, recounting the moments they've witnessed your brilliance firsthand. These are not idle words. They are testimonies, carried from one ear to the next, weaving a network of recognition that expands exponentially. In professional spaces, your talents demand acknowledgement. Colleagues analyze your methods, striving to understand the depth of your impact. Industry leaders cannot ignore the waves you're creating. They discuss your achievements not as fleeting moments of success, but as benchmarks of what is possible. Your work doesn't just set a standard, it redefines it. People in power, those who shape industries and ideas, are drawn to the force you bring, knowing that ignoring you is no longer an option. Beyond personal and professional circles, your influence has taken to the global stage. Media and online platforms amplify your story, spreading it far beyond your immediate reach. The digital world thrives on what is real, raw, and transformative, qualities you embody effortlessly. Your name travels faster than you, carried by truth and undeniable energy. The news of your superpower moves through unseen channels, propelled not by effort but by the undeniable energy of your actions. It is growing, expanding far beyond your direct reach, feeding on the authenticity of what you represent. People are drawn to truth, and your truth is unshakable. Your presence doesn't just leave impressions, it imprints, creating a chain reaction that spreads with the urgency of something vital. History reminds us of this phenomenon. Legends like Bruce Lee didn't become immortalized because they sought attention, but because their mastery created a ripple effect that turned into a wave. Whispers of their abilities moved faster than any formal declaration. Similarly, your power is a force that compels people to share, to talk, to marvel. They cannot help but carry your name forward, not out of obligation, but because it feels necessary. You are not simply part of the wildfire. You are the source. Declare it in the comments. I am the wildfire. Because you are. The momentum of your influence is unstoppable, fueled by the truth of who you are and what you bring to the world. Your gift is not subtle. It is a force that alters realities. You are recognized not by proclamations, but by the undeniable impact of your presence. You step into spaces of discord, and suddenly, clarity emerges. Conflicts that seemed intractable begin to unravel under the weight of your insight. This is not coincidence. It is the precision of your superpower. People may not always understand how, but they feel the shift, the peace that wasn't there before you acted. Your innovation defies the limitations others have accepted as immovable. While they see walls, you see openings. While they settle for convention, you create pathways. These transformations are not simply solutions, they are revelations, awakening those around you to possibilities they had forgotten existed. Your gift is more than intelligence or creativity. It is the ability to reshape entire frameworks of thought. And it doesn't stop there. Your very existence ignites something in others, a realization that they, too, carry untapped potential. They are inspired to reach further, try harder, and embrace what they once feared. This ripple effect is your power in motion, a testament to how deeply your energy resonates. You are the catalyst, undeniable and unmatched. Your superpower operates on a level beyond logic, fueled by purpose and precision. It is not a skill that can be compartmentalized. It is an unstoppable force woven into the essence of who you are. Once activated, its impact is not linear, it is exponential. Each action you take reverberates through spaces you may never step into, affecting lives you may never meet. This is the nature of something rooted in divine alignment. It does not pause, halt, or falter. It grows, consuming obstacles and illuminating pathways for others. Your work carries energy, whether you realize it or not. People who encounter it, your words, your creations, your decisions, are stirred by something beyond explanation. Those you've never seen are moved to act, to think, or to evolve, simply because they felt the resonance of your purpose. It is not necessary for them to know you personally. Your impact is carried through the frequency of what you do and who you are. History and literature echo your story. Jane Eyre, though born into obscurity, altered lives through her resilience and unshakable integrity. You, too, are reshaping realities in ways both profound and subtle. You don't need to witness the wildfire to know it burns. You are the wildfire. People are speaking your name, Starseeds, not out of coincidence, but out of necessity. Your resilience has become legend. They recount the moments where others faltered, and you rose. Not with ease, but with unyielding force. These stories carry weight because they are more than anecdotes. They are proof of what is possible. They tell of challenges that seemed insurmountable until you faced them, transforming obstacles into milestones with a strength that defied logic. Your actions have rippled through lives, whether you intended them to or not. Those who have benefited from your decisions or your presence share their experiences with reverence. They speak of how your work, your insight, or even your silent support altered the trajectory of their paths. For many, the impact was indirect, a moment of clarity sparked by witnessing your determination, or a sense of hope reignited by the fire you carry. These are not simple words. They are testaments to the power of your influence. Speculation surrounds your achievements. How could you have built so much, with so little handed to you? They question, they wonder, and they marvel. Because your success defies the narratives they've been taught to believe. You've rewritten the rules, and they can't stop talking about it. You have become the subject of undeniable testimony. Those who have witnessed your superpower in action speak of it not as myth or exaggeration, but as fact. They recount the precision, the impact, the way you shifted the outcome of a moment that felt impossible to change. These witnesses are not passive. They are now active voices, sharing their stories to awaken belief in others, to show what can happen when potential meets purpose. Their accounts are filled with awe and conviction. They tell of conflicts resolved, paths illuminated, and lives transformed by your ability to see what others could not. Some speak of the hope you sparked when there was none, the calm you brought in chaos, or the unseen force that seemed to flow through your actions. They share these stories because they have felt your impact on a level that cannot be ignored. For many, aligning with your energy is not merely admiration. It is a choice. They recognize the power of proximity to greatness, to the extraordinary. In their minds, you are living proof that miracles exist, not as events, but as a reality shaped by those who dare to wield their gifts. You are the evidence they needed. Your story is evolving beyond your control, Starseeds, carried by voices eager to speak of what they've witnessed and felt. Some recount your actions with precise clarity, while others, captivated by the magnitude of your impact, add their interpretations, their embellishments. This is not dishonesty. It is the nature of Wildfire. People expand what moves them, infusing their own awe into the retelling. Your name becomes legend not because you sought it, but because the power of your presence demands it. This is how stories transform into movements. Like the Samaritan woman at the well, those who have experienced your superpower carry your story to others. They describe your ability to shift perspectives, solve the unsolvable, or create outcomes that defy expectation. And in their sharing, your story doesn't just inform, it ignites. It encourages others to see the extraordinary in themselves, to believe in possibilities they had long abandoned. The myth-making isn't separate from your truth. It is a reflection of the impact you've made. These tales, whether exact or exaggerated, are a testament to the force of your energy. You have become more than an individual. You are a catalyst, and the wildfire grows because it must. The challenges you faced were never meant to break you. They were meant to refine you. The betrayals, the gossip, the attacks, they were designed to extinguish your light, but instead, they became the very fuel that amplified it. Every attempt to discredit you only added weight to your name, a paradox too powerful to ignore. Those who sought to undermine you unknowingly created the very conditions for your story to spread. You turned their arrows into stepping stones, their whispers into anthems. People are captivated by what you've survived. They speak of the impossible odds, the deliberate opposition. And yet, here you are, unbroken, unshaken, unstoppable. This is not resilience in its simplest form. It is transformation. The fire they set against you became the wildfire that carries your name. When others see what you've endured, they don't just see survival. They see a force that cannot be contained. You have done the unthinkable, turned your opposition into your greatest ally. Those who once sought to diminish you are now amplifying your story with every word they speak. Their attempts to tear you down have only built you up. Their criticism, their gossip, their attempts to discredit your rise, each has become an unwitting advertisement for your resilience. They speak of your struggles, your challenges, your rise, not realizing that they are fanning the flames of your wildfire. History remembers those who faced relentless opposition yet stood unyielding. Galileo was silenced, his discoveries mocked by the powers of his time. But his detractors couldn't stop the truth. Instead, their resistance immortalized his name, ensuring his legacy would spread far beyond their reach. You too have faced opposition that could have buried you. But instead, it became the foundation upon which your story grows. Every word spoken against you carries your name further, embedding it in the minds of those who would have otherwise never heard it. Their shade has become your spark, fueling the fire of your purpose. Let them talk. Let them question. Say it without hesitation. Their shade is my spark. Because you've turned their resistance into power. You have become the living embodiment of a divine reversal, a shift so profound that even those who doubted you cannot deny its power. The very voices that once whispered against you, questioning your abilities, your path, your purpose, now speak of your success with astonishment. They have witnessed your rise, and though they may not admit it openly, they know they were wrong. This is not chance. It is justice. It is the inevitable outcome of your purpose aligning with forces greater than the opinions of others. Their disbelief has turned to awe because your transformation defies explanation. What they once saw as weakness now stands as strength. What they dismissed as folly now carries undeniable weight. Your rise is not just personal. It is a testament to the divine orchestration of justice, a reminder that no force can stop what is destined. This reversal is not merely for your vindication. It is a message, carried through every witness, that truth prevails. That purpose, when met with faith and action, cannot be silenced. The reversal of fortune is their lesson, and your triumph. You are the proof, undeniable and unyielding, that justice always finds its way. You are stepping into a moment that feels both surreal and undeniable. Tangible signs of vindication surround you. Invitations now come from places that once ignored your name. Your talents are no longer questioned. They are celebrated. The world finally recognizes what you have always known. Your worth is not determined by the opinions of others, but by the undeniable truth of who you are. These opportunities are not favors. They are the result of your perseverance and the power within you, breaking through every barrier placed before you. The world no longer sees you as an underdog, an overlooked talent, or a question mark. They see you as a force, one that cannot be ignored, underestimated, or contained. The shift is unmistakable. Where there was once doubt, there is now respect. Where there was once resistance, there is now alignment. Your story mirrors that of King Arthur pulling Excalibur from the stone, a moment that didn't make him great, but revealed the greatness that was already within him. This is your Excalibur moment, proof of the power that has always been yours. You have taken every trial, every moment of struggle, and forged it into a strength that cannot be rivaled. Your light wasn't given. It was earned, carved out of the darkness you faced. Each challenge, whether betrayal, loss, or relentless opposition, has refined you like fire refines gold. This isn't just resilience, it's transformation. Your gift, once a seed, has now become a force of nature, reaching farther and touching more lives than ever before. Your light is intimidating because it defies explanation. Others see your triumphs but cannot fathom the depths from which you've risen. It unsettles them not because it diminishes them, but because it holds up a mirror to what they have yet to confront within themselves. Your ability to stand unbroken, thriving where others would falter, forces them to question what they thought was possible. You are a disruptor of limitations, a reminder that true power is born from overcoming. You are catalysts of transformation. Your superpower ignites change, not through force, but through undeniable presence. Your story pushes others to uncover their own hidden strengths, daring them to step into their gifts. Your resilience inspires healing, showing those around you that wounds do not define them, they refine them. You stand against the darkness, and in doing so, you remind others of their own capacity to rise. Your influence ripples outward, far beyond what you can see. It sparks revolutions in thought, ignites movements of purpose, and shifts entire mindsets. You don't just inspire change, you embody it. You are stepping into an era where your influence knows no boundaries. Your superpower is no longer confined. It reaches across cultures, transcending borders and languages. Globally, your story sparks conversations in places you've never been, touching lives with the force of its authenticity. Personally, those closest to you are transformed by your presence, drawing strength and inspiration from your unwavering clarity of purpose. With this expanding reach comes a cascade of opportunities. Leadership roles await where your vision can reshape entire systems. Creative projects emerge, allowing you to leave an indelible mark on industries and communities alike. These are not mere chances. They are alignments, tailored to the magnitude of your gift. Amid this recognition, your grounding is your power. Stay aligned with the values that propelled you here. Recognition is not the goal. It's the byproduct of walking in your truth. Remain unshakable. Walk boldly into your divine destiny. Trust in the timing that has brought you here, knowing it was never rushed, never delayed, but perfectly aligned. Your story, your actions, your very presence carry a weight that extends beyond what you can see. Let it ground you, not in pride, but in the humility of knowing you are fulfilling a plan greater than yourself. We in the higher realm walk beside you, holding you in love and unwavering support. You are seen, known, and cherished beyond measure. Your light is not merely needed, it is essential. Trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be, doing exactly what is required of you. The dawn of this new era is brighter because you are here, playing your role with grace and courage.